Yo, what is up guys, the Ultimate News Meteorological Service here, and today we have update 2 on Hurricane Irma as of 2000 UTC on the 3rd of September 2017. So we still have the old advisory here as well, because the new advisory hasn't come in yet, but there's something else I need to update you guys on. So this is update 2 on Hurricane Irma as of 2000 UTC on the 3rd of September 2017. Storm's location at 17.7 degrees north, 48.4 degrees west, with winds of 115 miles per hour and a pressure of 969 millibars. Movement west-southwest at 14 miles an hour. So Irma is a Category 3 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale. Movement west-southwest at 14 miles an hour. The latest summary I have of it is that Hurricane Irma is a rapidly developing storm. The latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center has stated that the storm could become a Category 4 on the Saffir-Simpson scale, and they are pretty certain that it will become a Category 4. Interest in the Leeward Islands and the Windward Islands should monitor progress of this storm as well. So here's the latest satellite feeds from the storm. Sort of fluctuation, but then sort of in the last few frames it's starting to get bigger again. And also, if you guys can see in the water vapour imagery, the dry air ahead of the storm is starting to diminish, and the storm's actually sort of made a shield for itself around its spiral bands, and there's not really any dry air being allowed into the inflow of the storm, which is also allowing it to strengthen. So looking at the other graphs, so this is the forecast track for the storm. Major hurricane all the way past the islands, and actually possibly now has taken a slightly further south track than what it was forecasting earlier. Here's my forecast summary saying Hurricane Irma is a major hurricane. The storm is expected to become a Category 4 on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. The storm currently has sustained winds of 115 miles an hour as of the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center. At the present time, Category 5 cannot be ruled out. However, it is hoped it will not make it to this category. Projections say that the storm could peak with winds in the range of 150 miles per hour. I will keep you updated as this storm develops. The storm has held intensity of a high Category 2, low Category 3 storm. The next update will come at 800 UTC tomorrow morning on the 4th of September 2017. So coming back to the update, so it's looking likely at the moment that Hurricane Irma could become a Category 4 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale. It is looking very likely at the present time. The latest update from RAM came in at 1800, which still said that the storm was sustaining winds of 115 miles an hour. However, we will wait for the advisory to come in from the National Hurricane Center tonight at around 2100 UTC. Time of recording now is 21:29 British summertime. So it is currently around about 20:30 UTC. So we've still got about another half an hour to wait until the National Hurricane Center release their update for Hurricane Irma. And also we are now waiting as well for confirmation if the storm has maintained intensity or may have actually strengthened a little bit in the last 3 hours. But as I say, interest in the Leeward and Windward Islands should monitor progress of the storm. Personally, by my own accounts, this isn't official, but however, I will just say now that I officially can't give out advisories or anything anything like that. But I would just, if I could, I would put in place at the moment tropical storm watches for the islands of Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Barbados, St. Lucia, Martinique, Dominica, Guadeloupe, I can't pronounce that, sorry, Montserrat, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, Anguilla, the US Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands. I would also issue a tropical storm watch for Puerto Rico, and also the Dominican Republic and Haiti. The Turks and Caicos Islands and the Bahamas I would place under an early tropical storm watch, possibly being upgraded to a tropical storm warning in due course, and also then possibly when the storm gets closer, upping warnings to hurricane warnings, and also my own level major hurricane warnings, which normally actually I only assume on for Category 4 hurricanes, because Category 3 isn't too bad, but it is still nothing to be ignored. However, it is just something that I do have in place, just so I can actually say what sort of level the damage that we could be getting from the storm. Also, the small islands of Anguilla are actually quite exposed, so anyone in those areas must also monitor the progress of this storm as it develops. But all islands in the Atlantic, in the Caribbean Sea, and also in the open Atlantic should monitor progress of this storm. I know it won't affect Bermuda, but Bermuda must also be watching the storm just to make sure that there is some sort of possibility that the storm could take its track up the Gulf Stream. However, we will have to just wait and see what will happen as regard that. But that is it for this update, guys. If you guys didn't find it informative and enjoy it, please do smash that thumbs up button and subscribe for more updates. The next update will come at 800 UTC tomorrow morning, and I will see what the advisory says then, before making my judgment on what I could give to you guys in this update. But this is a storm not to be ignored, and I will just say now that any interest in the Atlantic must be watching this storm to see what it does, because it is still early days and we still don't know what it will do. But anyways, that's all from me now. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Alta News and Meteorological Service signing off.